Want to stay ahead of fashion beauty trends in the new year without breaking the bank? Don't worry, I gotcha. Hi, I'm Jen and welcome to Baroque and Boujee, where I encourage you to be unapologetically colorful with your style and beauty. And I'm so glad we found each other today because we are going through the much anticipated Pinterest Predict Guide. Yes! We are going through what Pinterest is recommending to its users as the most trendy topics, and let's get right into it. We're starting things off dark and sweet with Cherry Coated, which is a very rich, deep red color. As the guide mentions, we're gonna start to see this being infused within makeup looks as well as with fashion trends. I've already seen a variation of this as it comes down the runway. I think a great way to participate in this trend is if you already have articles of clothing that are this color, just incorporate it into your outfit. Again, this is Baroque and Boujee. I'm telling you, you should not be running out. Do not run out to buy pieces. Look within your wardrobe, shop your wardrobe, and if you have to look, if you have to buy, you can also go thrifting if you want to find a piece without spending that much money. But if you don't want to necessarily incorporate it within your wardrobe, but you do want to participate in this trend, I highly suggest a good lippy of this color. There are a number of good options. I will include it in a guide or I will link it in the description in case you're looking. But if you want to be full on monochromatic with a cherry coated look, you're gonna be on trend. If this is your vibe and you want more inspo, don't worry, I got you. I told you I got you. I got you in that I will have boards readily available for you to peruse in my Pinterest profile. And let's move on to the next one. Ooh, Aura Beauty. And as you can imagine, I am absolutely obsessed already. I love the image. I love how it incorporates a bunch of colors. I'm thinking very ethereal. And so in order to really hone in on this particular trend, it is saying that color aesthetic and flaunting it from chin to cheek is going to be the best way to wear your confidence. So Aura Vibes is definitely more beauty focused as I click in and see more of the makeup inspiration. I'm seeing a lot of holographic, multi-pigmented tones, and oh, this picture right here is everything. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to try and recreate that because oh, so good. But it's incorporating a lot of color into your makeup, but doing it in such a subtle way. A great way to achieve this is with tints, you know, lip tints, cheek tints. I would recommend really digging into those duochrome colors that are within your makeup palettes, really playing with that, not just with your eyeshadow looks, but with your cheeks, also with your lips. There's so much good inspo in here. I mean, I cannot wait to share with you my mood board because there's so many looks and I also cannot wait to recreate them. So let me know in the comments which looks you would like for me to recreate. So the next trend is Rococo Revival. And as you can imagine, Rococo is actually my favorite portion of the Baroque art movement. I mean, this is when everything was extra, extra, extra. It was gold, it was glamorous, it was just, oh, chef's kiss. When we look at Rococo Revival, we're seeing a lot of use of sheer materials, a lot of pearls, a lot of bows. So the bows that have been trending for the past few years, if you bought into that, don't put your bows away because you're going to be able to revive it with Rococo Revival, and you're going to be able to revive it and wear it in such fun ways. I'm seeing feather pajamas, I'm seeing pointed toe heels. I mean, a lot of these items, if we're talking to each other, something tells me you already have many of these pieces within your wardrobe. So it's just about restyling it. It's just about adding a new refreshing take to the mix to make it work for you. And oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. There's so much good stuff. I would also highly encourage you to check out thrift stores because this is where you're able to find a lot of these pieces in a very affordable manner. And obviously they're going to be very unique too. See, Witchery is the next trend, which is definitely bringing you into your dark siren era. And I love that for us. It is incorporating wet wavy hair, moody mermaid manicures, sultry siren makeup. I am obsessed with this. I love sea inspired crafts and hair accessories and makeup. I am seeing so much use of opaque blue colors. I'm seeing a lot of attention to detail with accessories, you know, as I mentioned before, the hair accessories, also glossy lips with iridescent pigment within them. I'm seeing clear accessories as well, so clear handbags, lucite handbags. The thing with trends is that it's cyclical. It's always going to come back, and so find what works for you and stick with it. When the next trend cycle comes, if there are pieces that you already have in your wardrobe, you can incorporate it, and it's kind of a cheat sheet, you know, because ain't nobody got time to be buying all the stuff all the time. It's just, even if you do, it becomes a nuisance in that there's just so much clutter all the time. Trust me, I know. I have to do a closet clean out. Let me know if you're interested in watching it, because whew, I have so many pieces that it's time for a revamp. Let's get into Surreal Soiree, which is the next trend that incorporates a lot of modern surrealism. So imagine Salvador Dali pieces. I think of the clock off the top of my head. I think of just fun statement pieces. And what I love about this trend as well is that you're able to find a lot of inspo in ways that you can add that extra fun to your home. And you can see it with candlesticks, with jars, with a lot of tableware. You can also see the trend really activated amongst cake decorations, tablescapes. There are just so many ways in which you can really incorporate this trend into your everyday life. And I would also recommend accessories. Schiaparelli does an amazing job of showcasing this surreal, modern vibe in the pieces that they offer. Obviously, not everybody got Schiaparelli money, but you can go on Etsy. There are a lot of great options. You can even DIY some options as well. And I think that this is a fun way that you can really incorporate this trend across all the seasons and not be disappointed. Let's get into castlecore. And off the top of my mind, I am thinking Zendaya at the Met Gala. I'm thinking Paco Rabanne pieces. When I think of castlecore, which is giving medieval, millennial, just gothic inspiration, I am so excited. There's so many ways in which, again, you can incorporate pieces within your wardrobe to really zhuzh up, you know, your style. You know that corset you got in your closet? Bring that corset out. Bring that corset out. And if you have any chain, necklaces, earrings, if you have a lot of silver rings, put those pieces together with a fabulous tulle skirt or some jeans and mesh it together, make it work. And I think that's a great way to really zhuzh up this castlecore aesthetic. I am loving how it's giving medieval times, but with a bit of glitz and glam. Again, when I think about Paco Rabanne, I think of those party dresses that if you didn't buy into the trends before, you can definitely find them for an affordable price online, and you can grab some of those chain mill dresses, layer it on top of, ooh, I just thought of a great idea. If you have a slip dress, if you have a black slip dress and you layer on one of those party dresses, ooh, or if you have a black slip skirt, ooh, okay, we're gonna have to do a styling video because there are so many ideas that I immediately thought of when it came to castlecore, but we are in good hands because I assure you, you have pieces within your wardrobe that you can put together and you got yourself a look. I know I said Rococo Revival was my favorite, but honestly, this dolled up trend is such my style. It is such my vibe. It is so fun. It reminds me of those Loewe shoes, you know, the ones that reminded me of Minnie Mouse's shoes. When I saw this trend, I immediately thought about those kind of pieces that are fun and flirty and lots of accessories, with charms, with headbands. And there are also so many ways that you can DIY maximalist jewelry, bag charms, clothing to really delve into this trend without necessarily have to spend an arm or a leg or give up your kidney. And with this trend, I see it being utilized the most with accessories, with hair clips, with shoes, with bags, and oh my gosh, I am absolutely obsessed. I see that Loewe dress as well that was really popular a few seasons ago. I know that there were affordable versions of that dress that was made by Walmart. I would not shy away from looking at secondhand markets for unique pieces that could really pump up this trend. But again, like I'm telling you, we're gonna have to play a drinking game because I know that you have pieces within your wardrobe that will really play into this. Think of pastel colors. Think of, let's say, a quick and easy outfit is a pastel colored dress with some kind of a statement coat or blazer. Let's say you don't want to wear outerwear. You can really pump it up by adding some fun statement sunglasses or glasses and putting your hair in a doll-like, you know, style, such as a high ponytail, pigtails, something that's fun like that. Add statement hair jewelry to it or hair clips, hair accessories to it, and you got yourself a look. You look like a Polly Pocket, which is the vibe that this is giving. This is definitely elevated Polly Pocket, elevated Barbie, elevated everything. If you were all about the Barbie trend like I was, utilize those pieces. Rewear that pink dress. Rewear those platform pumps. I don't care if anyone says that they aren't trendy anymore. I love how it looks. You love how it looks, so we're gonna rewear it. We're all about outfit repeating here. We're all about having fun with our style here. I will never tell you don't rewear something because that is absolutely asinine. We are rewearing pieces here and we're having fun with our style. So let's get into the next trend. Bring out the fisherman hats, bring out the beanies, bring out the, you know, the little sailor hats, because the fisherman vibe is back in style. And I think this is such a great way to get into those warmer months. You can layer those fun pieces that you already own with some fun accessories, and look at you looking trendy effortlessly because you just shopped your closet and you said, you know what, I'm gonna add this, I'm gonna add that. And even if you didn't shop your closet and you went to a thrift store, a secondhand store, or you went into your grandpa's closet, you're gonna find a piece and it's gonna look fab. And let us get into, I'm sorry, as I'm scrolling, it says sardine tattoos, raincoat outfit aesthetic, and a fish bag. A fish bag is up 50%. And fisherman sandals as well. So this is gonna be great for spring. It's also gonna be great for summer. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. I cannot wait to incorporate some of the pieces that I have. Ooh, now that I think about it, I have this fabulous striped suit and a nautical hat. A vibe. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Let me know if you want me to do a styling video next. Maybe that's what I'll do, but ooh, it's gonna be so much fun. The next trend is the golden complex, which incorporates gold facials, goddess braids, and sublime nail designs. I'm literally thinking a Grecian goddess. am thinking flowy, just fabulous dresses. I'm thinking a lot of accessories. If you have gold, now is the time to pile those bad boys on. When I think of goddess complex, I am definitely in my golden era. If you are a naturalista and you want to try braids, goddess braids are the way to go with, oh, imagine gold clips onto your braids. Ooh, that's super duper cute. But that is what that trend is giving. Goddess complex. You're already a goddess, so pep it up. Pep it up. Now is Rebel Floats. This is more of a food trend I'm seeing. Very modern, but also classic. I also think incorporating vintage aesthetics are going to be a great way that you can incorporate the Rebel Floats into your wardrobe, where it's not necessarily in your face, but it's a great take on that particular style. Next is Terra Futura. So when I think about this trend, I think about a lot of flowy, loose dresses, loose pieces with a lot of eco and sustainable materials, utilitarian accessories such as waist belts, fanny packs, those fabulous sunglasses, those big sunglasses that everyone likes to wear. Like, I call them rave sunglasses. So for some reason, I'm thinking silver pants, maybe silver cargo pants with a oversized green or lime green jumper. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of Terra Futura. But effortlessly chic, super cute, outdoorsy, utilitarian, but also functional. That's the vibe. That is the vibe I am getting. We move on to primary play. Again, I'm seeing this being more of an influence as to how you really punch up your home with home decor. But I think a great way that you can incorporate this again into your own personal style is by utilizing a lot of patterns, utilizing, you know, those pieces that you have in your wardrobe and doing a bit of pattern play. I think that's a great way to really dive into this particular trend. Utilizing the colors that are within this board as well is a great way to just have fun with your style. It reminds me a bit of the doll trend that we spoke about earlier, just not as accessories heavy. So now we're gonna get into Pickle Fix. And this is more or less inspo. Oh my gosh, I hate pickles. I hate pickles, but I love the color green. For some reason, this year in particular was the year that I wore the most amount of green pieces that I've ever worn in my life. I don't know why, but this was the year that I was wearing a lot of green. Maybe we'll get into another video where we talk about psychology of color and psychology of colorful dressing, because that will definitely explain why I was really into all this green. But part of this trend, it's giving you food options. But I think, again, another way that you can incorporate it within your fashion and your style is by adding green eyeshadow. You can add green eyeliner looks. You can have green nails. You can have, you know, green outfits, green jackets and coats and accessories. And that is a great way to kind of stick to the trend if that's what you choose to. Again, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. So Moto Boho is for the girls. And when I say it's for the girls, I'm talking flowy skirts, moto boots, and a lot of fringe. Yes, yes, yes. Something tells me you already have one, if not all three of these options within your wardrobe. So bringing it out and really mixing that feminine and masculine energy with your outfits. A lot of those just flowy dresses with utilitarian boots, really thick, chunky boots, and really big bags. I know big bags are still in trend. Again, I don't subscribe to that. Wear what is most convenient for you. But for certain, I know that I love mixing that juxtaposition of my outfits. I like it to be either super feminine. If I have, like, for instance, how I'd wear, a way I would style the outfit I currently have on now, which is this tweed jacket with a tweed lady jacket with a tweed crop top, is that I would add either, you know, leather pants, or I would add a skirt of the same material but add Doc Martens to it with a leather hat, you know, just mixing and matching and having fun. All the aesthetics don't necessarily have to be the same, but if you want to incorporate Moto Boho trend into your wardrobe to bring some freshness into your style, or to discover your own personal style, I don't think that this is a bad idea. I mean, you already have a lace skirt. Look for some cool boots that you already have, add a leather jacket to it, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. And that is a look. I absolutely love that. Next is peak travel. And when I think of peak travel, I think of après ski. You know, I think of fun ski outfits they can be kind of sexy. I've been seeing a lot of sexy ski outfits. I'm like, ooh, maybe I have to take up skiing. I don't know, but I've been seeing a lot of fun ways that people are dressing up their outerwear for vacations or elevations. Oh my god, I love that word. If you want to bring out those moon boots and wear it to the beach like our goddess Hiiiiii, you can do so. If you want to wear that fun Patagonia vest and dress it up whichever way you want to, you can also do that. Even these acne scarves, I know that they were trending a few years ago. Everyone and their mother had one. You can incorporate that, bring it out of the closet, wrap it together with some fun moon boots, and you're ready to go. But really just outdoorsy, functional. It's all about comfort with this, and I am absolutely obsessed. Oh, and look at these puffer scrunchies. Oh, so cute. Super duper cute. Super duper duper cute. And look at how elevated this look too is. Yes. Yes, elevation. It's a monochromatic ski moment, and it's fun. Ooh, peak travel might have to be something that inspires me to travel to a cold region this year, because I try to avoid it, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna get into the next trend. Thinking of pristine icing and perfect piping. You can incorporate this with accessories. I think that's a great way to jump on this trend. If in terms of wearability, accessories are your way to go. I am not going to go too deeply into that just because it's very much food based, but that's something you can have a lot of fun with in terms of accessory. You can make a bracelet, you can make a headband, you can have a lot of fun with that. So look into that. Let's get into player one, which is another trend, and it is all about a digital persona. I'm thinking an elevated Y2K moment where you're having a lot of AI outfits, and you can really get inspiration with your hair. You can really get inspiration with a lot of silver. I mean, this look right here it's everything, right? It is so fun, and you can there's so many ways that you can incorporate it. I'm seeing a lot of hairstyles. So I'm seeing spiky hair. I'm also seeing a lot of use of bobs. So maybe a way that you jump onto this trend without necessarily going all out is rocking a bob. Rocking a sharp, blunt bob. Woo, that's a moment. I love a good blunt moment. I love a good blunt bob. There's so many fun ways that you can incorporate that trend. Again, I'm pretty sure you have pieces in your closet, in your wardrobe. Pick it out, put it together, make it work for you, and you'll be trendy. And again, it's gonna look like you tried hard, but you didn't, because you were just looking in your wardrobe and putting pieces together and making it work. So the next trend is mix and maximalist, which as a maximalist girly, I am super excited about. This trend really delves into the interior design of it all, but a way in which you can incorporate maximalism dressing into your wardrobe is pattern mixing, you know, bringing patterns that may clash in terms of shapes, but when the tone of the pieces are similar, it works. It looks cohesive. It doesn't look too busy. It's very fun. And this is definitely my style. I mean, I love a good maximalist dressing moment. I love a good pattern mixing, and you know, a great way to incorporate maximal or step into maximalism, to put your little toe into some maximalist styling is with outerwear. So if you can wear a fun coat or a really busy statement coat or blazer, you can put it together. You're gonna look so freaking fire. You're gonna look so cool. You're gonna look so fun. You're gonna look like, again, you're having fun. When I think about mix and maximalist, I think about your art teacher or the kindergarten teacher. You know, the kindergarten teacher, I think of just that person that is unapologetically creative in themselves. That is the level of style I'm trying to get to. I'm already a maximalist, but I think I'm more on the reserve side. I'm trying to be out and proud maximalist girly. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be an out and proud maximalist girly, not afraid of pattern matching or pattern mixing when the tones don't match, the colors don't match, like actually going for it. Yes, a great thing that I've been thinking about and I think would work really great is adding polka dots and stripes together. I think that would be really cute. I think it'd be really cute. So the next one is seeing double, which is a great way to collaborate with your friends and family. It's a great way to get them involved. I love personally doing this with my daughter. So I will wear an outfit of a particular color and then I will match her in the same color, obviously different pieces, but I think this is such a fun way and I'm really, really excited about how you can make this work. A great way that I've seen this executed is seeing friends wear sets in different ways. So one friend will wear the pants of a set and the friend will wear the jacket of that same set, and it's fun and they wear it in their own unique ways, but it's cohesive. I think this is so fun. I also think that if you're all about matching with your loved one and with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whomever, this is a great way to get them on board without necessarily, I don't know, that's not necessarily for me, but you know, if you want to match with your significant other, seeing double is the trend to jump. And last but not least of the trends is the nesting parties. And this is basically showcasing ways in which new parents are able to prep for their new one's arrival. Within this particular trend, I'm seeing a lot of homeware, a lot of nursery ideas, very neutral colors, very minimalistic styles. A way that you can incorporate it with your own fashion, your own beauty, is by keeping it minimal but adding some muted colors to the mix. That's a great way to jump onto this trend, but it's all about neutrality. It's all about just simple, even keel beige. I can't do that. I'm a maximalist girly, like we were talking about before. This is cute and all, perfect for a baby, right? But yeah, find those sweaters, those jackets, those dresses, those pants, the socks, shoes, neutral stuff in your closet, put it together in a monochromatic look, and there you go. You're on trend. You're on trend. And that, my bougie babes, is the end of the video. This is the first time I'm doing a trend video, and what better way to do that than in reviewing the Pinterest trends guide. And please, please, please let me know your thoughts. What trend are you going to be trying? Let me know down in the comments. What trend are you not going to be trying? What trend have you already tried and are excited to revisit again? What are you most looking forward to doing with your style and beauty in the new year? Please let me know down in the comments. I think this video that is coming up next will be a great option for you. Check it out. And as always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're well informed for the next time that I upload. And until next time, bye!